Yeah, you guys are going to have to educate me on Sony because I don't have a PlayStation 4 anymore. So I just quit paying attention to what Sony's doing.
This will be a good part for you.
Oh yeah. So
it'll make me regret the fact I don't have a PS4.
Exactly. Like last year's E3, they had so many great exclusives that they just announced out of nowhere. The God of War that no one expected.
Oh, I know.
What's the zombie game?
Days Gone.
Days Gone looks fucking nuts.
This new style zombie game, which I don't like zombie games. Like the first one that I picked up was like Resident Evil 7. I was like, oh okay, like I'll get into scary games, and then it was like that trailer was like,
because when they first started the trailer, some people thought it was Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Which is another one.
Which is another one that they ended up announcing anyway.
Which I am pumped for that.
Can't wait. Already like, yeah, this is part 2 now or whatever.
That's fine. We'll just go.
That's fine. Fuck it.
Oh, I thought we had already
we had already gotten into it.
Okay.
We're already in part 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill one in for you. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah. Episode 1.
Don't get me wrong. There's a good chance it might be terrible. But I want it to be great.
I don't think there's...
It's using the same engine from 14 or 15.
Oh, is it from 14? Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
If they do like DLC announcements for 15, I know that they've already talked about
15 was great.
Yeah.
I would play it more. I still haven't played the Gladio one.
So are we doing what we want to see and then what we expect?
I think it can just be all in one. I don't think we have to go in any order.
Well, I expect to see more
what
about
we
Final
expect to
Fantasy
see, or what we want to see.
7.
What else from last year really stood out? Because we already, God of War is going to be
God of War.
Awesome.
I'm sure they'll get more gameplay.
Because that's like Norse mythology.
Yeah, so it's a restart of the story.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have anything to do with the previous series at all.
No,
not initially from what they've shown in the first trailer. It's like Kratos has a son now, and it's like all Norse, and he has like an axe instead of sword or whatever.
Because my thought process with that is God of War, the original series takes place when? What's that?
It's in...
Like what type of series? Like
God of War
ancient
is
Greece.
Delayed until 2018, I heard.
That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
I haven't heard anything.
They'll still probably show something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll still see more gameplay.
Whatever
the
trailer, thing it takes place in is different completely from this new one, right?
Yeah.
So how would they integrate that as a continuous story?
It's literally just.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, so it's a different story arc.
So it's going to be a whole new reboot.
So
but they're
using
using the same guy.
I don't know if they're connected.
Well, technically, it's in the future.
That's
right?
what I'm kind of trying to think.
Because Greek mythology and Norse mythology, or the whole Greek stuff that happens with the original God of War games, and then the Norse, that's an entirely different. That's several hundred years in, maybe even thousands. I don't know when God of War the first one took place exactly, but that's a big difference. So you can still have that, and it still be a part of it.
Yeah.
In the same way that Resident Evil 7 is its own standalone game, but it still has ties to
how they branch it off. Because
stuff.
Spoilers towards the end of God of War 3.
Don't even say spoilers. That game is so old.
Yeah, I know. It's old. Okay, so Kratos
so.
actually kills himself in the end of the third one. So is it a rebirth? Is it a new story thing? Because I just want to see
reincarnation.
A reincarnation.
Yeah,
which I totally expect because he has a son in this one. But where's the wife? Because in the original one he had a daughter and a wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then how are they going to do things with Norse gods?
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
And
which I assume is the goal.
The boss battles in that game were so fucking cool. So seeing that on next gen, I'm sure they're gonna just be so over the top. It'll be
that
great.
was one of the first QTE games, wasn't it? Quick time events.
Yeah.
They had a lot. Yeah.
God of War.
Well, sorry, most major quick time events.
Yeah.
Sure.
Those are just my two big ones. Or Days Gone, because it's
But go ahead. No, let's thought about something.
And then God of War. God of War is number one for me because that is such a big Sony exclusive.
Oh yeah.
PlayStation 2 built off of that exclusive, and it's just gone from there.
Yeah. And Final Fantasy 10 and Kingdom Hearts
and Gran Turismo.
But the problem with you bring up the PS2. God of War was such a great exclusive. Don't get me wrong, but the PS2 has just the catalog is gold.
Yeah.
It's just got a lot of shit games too. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
But that's part of having so many games for a console.
Yeah. It can't all be gems.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna bring in, since they have the the PlayStation Classics. I think they're gonna bring in PS2 Classics.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of backwards compatible talk about PlayStation 3, and then even PlayStation Network. there's a big like play your old PlayStation 2 games now, and
Yeah,
that's
they're
just
doing
digital,
that. They're
though.
doing that with
That's
some
PlayStation
games.
Now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PlayStation Now is all.
PlayStation Now is like a streaming thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
they also
Netflix
have it
for
in
games.
the store too, where you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
old
well, you can
games.
actually buy PS2 games, and like some of them actually, like Dark Cloud's one, Dark Cloud 2's one. There's a couple others that have like trophy support and stuff, and
Yeah.
cool.
they're essentially bringing them forward. I don't know. I really like that idea.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that because of trophies.
I mean, the only other thing that I think of is I've heard like murmurs about some like because they just released the Pro system, PS4 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
There's murmurs in the
nerd community.
about because Xbox has already announced Scorpio and all this stuff. Is like, does the PS4 stand up to that, or is there going to be like a new PS? Because I've already heard stuff about PlayStation 5, and
They can't do
Their
that.
Pro is their
That's what I'm
Scorpio.
saying.
Yeah, they can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
And
can't.
like,
You can't have because they've already done. They did the 4, then the Slim, then the Pro. Like you can't just come out with something else already. Like you're gonna
especially when
start
the
pissing
Pro
people off.
just
Yeah.
came out.
Like, why-
And,
It's not even a year old.
if I bought a Pro and Sony said, "Hey, here's a Pro 2.0," I'm gonna be like, you know what, Sony?
I'd be like, fuck this.
Oh no,
I'm
because
done.
my PlayStation 4 burnt out. I think either right before or right after we got back from PAX in March, I think,
Damn.
and I immediately dished out money for a Pro because
Yeah.
it had just like come out. I think like a month prior, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, like fuck it, why not?
Right.
And then I heard stuff about PlayStation 5, and I was like, I'm about to just quit
No.
video
They-
games.
I have a
if that
can't
feeling.
do
happens.
that.
I have a feeling that we might see like a PS4 Pro like light, like a slimmer one. 'cause I
Like
think
a
it's
mini?
Thick,
Well,
boy.
they have
an
the
extra layer
PS4
on top
Pro,
of that.
like, or they have the Pro, then they
Literally,
have the new Slim,
The Slim.
like updated for the casual gamer.
The Slims look nice.
Yeah, which I mean they're stylish. I'm 100% satisfied with the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean there's
the
things
the Slim misses out on some features. Like it doesn't have the digital out cable like spot, and like it literally just has the power,
Yeah.
HDMI, and
And it does HDR.
HDR, and then like USB up front.
So
Yeah.
That's it.
if we're going to discuss consoles for
Mhm.
PlayStation right now, let's talk about this concept design going around that apparently people have said has been out for a little bit. People said this has already been a design. It's not just happening now. They've been working on this longer than the Switch. Blah 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 blah. You guys, anybody here seen this concept
Yeah.
I
picture
haven't.
of the
No.
PlayStation Switch? Yeah, basically.
It's a
where,
Sony tablet with fucking.
think of like your tablet with two PlayStation Joy-Cons
I have not
attached
seen
to it.
any of this.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
But why would it? Why would they do this?
It wouldn't surprise me if it had been in development before the Switch, even.
You think so?
It wouldn't
Maybe.
surprise me.
I think there's probably so much corporate espionage. It would not surprise me that one or the other. I don't know. I don't know, man. It
and
doesn't
it
bother
wouldn't
me.
surprise me for like Sony to just throw out another like thing into the Shark Tank of handhelds because like you have nowhere to go but up from the Vita and the PSP.
But why? But would you?
You already fucking copied.
Yeah, the
Wii's,
thing is, if that comes out first off, people are gonna be like, the Switch, right? They're
Literally
gonna,
just came out 3 months
Didn't
ago.
stop them from putting out the 6-axis and the Move.
right. Well, that's true, and people said the same thing. Though, it's like, okay, you're copying the Wii, but you know what they did do? I think the Move did the Wii better, right? They didn't have the support for the Move, but I think in terms of how it worked, it did it better.
because it works on.
That's true.
PSVR.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. I don't have.
But
I never.
the thing, like, as a consumer who's bought the handhelds, the PSP, the Vita, and the 3DS, the DS, I would look at that thing and be like, okay, so if I shell out $500 whatever dollars this thing's going to cost me to have a handheld. First off, a Vita was supposed to be a handheld PS3, and it was more like a handheld PS2, right? If that.
Right.
This thing's not going to be the power of a PS4.
Oh,
They're not
no.
going to have a system this flat
See,
in
I
that thing
think-
with the
right,
power
right.
of a PS4, so you
Right,
can't
right.
go in there thinking that,
So
right?
at that point, you're downgrading.
So you're
You can't use
downgrading.
the same games.
And
Well, even then, like for graphics with or like how games actually ran too, like on I don't know about Vita, but like PSP initially for that generation, like graphics were completely step up. Like and as far as like game length and what you could fit into.
Right.
like you're talking about on the Vita itself, or what?
I don't know about Vita because I didn't get one, but for PSP,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that
I think
generation.
PSP was great.
I thought it
It
was
did
too.
successful. The PSP, but the thing that made the PSP successful and the Vita not successful was support in Japan. But
Yeah.
support, like the
In
Vita, but the support for the Vita was just not there.
Yeah.
Gosh, I had a Vita, and in a year's span, I maybe bought 5 games for the thing, and it was just
Remember we
bad.
can buy AT&T service on that?
Oh god, I was one of those people that tried that too.
I
I'm
hated
gonna be able to play
I
Call
think-
of Duty online with
I
the same
hated
guys.
people that
I'm
come
so
into
excited.
GameStop and ask questions about that.
I think my reasoning for them making their own Switch would be for streaming your console to it
Mm-hmm.
if you're
Like on the go.
on the go, or if someone's using
Which was a
TV.
big thing with Vita too, was like to take your game on the go. Like
But you
only
couldn't.
certain games
So if you're-
were supposed to be able to do that.
Because you can't
So
stream
if you stream
if
it
you're
on the
not
go, if you're not
if
connected.
you're not connected to your
Let's-
home Wi-Fi, you couldn't stream.
Yeah.
The
Let's
NVIDIA
let Trey
Shield-
finish what he was saying, though, guys.
I'm sorry.
Because what I was saying, it's like someone's on the TV, almost like the Wii U. How if someone's using the TV,
Right.
you know, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, let me put it on my
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
controller." So I think they're just making it as a peripheral, not as a console by itself.
So you're saying
Yeah.
it's not something you would take with you on the go.
Which is
No, it is something you would take on the go.
you
So
could,
how does it stream when
Yeah,
you're
how
on the
would
go?
it-
You can,
But it's
you
not
can-
a console.
If you have a Vita and you have your PlayStation connected to Wi-Fi, and if you're connected to Wi-Fi somewhere else, you can play Overwatch on your Vita.
Would that work?
It does.
I didn't know that worked. I thought you had to be on the same
works
Wi-Fi
ex- it works
connection.
exactly
No,
like that.
yeah, you just have to be
You have to be
online,
on
technically.
internet.
But your
As long as
PlayStation
your-
has to be
as long
on.
as your PlayStation's connected to internet, and you have
Which
your
is the
Vita
same
connected
thing
to
because
internet,
I mean the
you
PlayStation.
can play Overwatch or whatever the fuck game you want.
Did not know
that is
that.
in your
I didn't know it
console
worked that well.
onto your Vita.
But how well did it work?
It was great.
Did it work? Okay.
So if you're like in
As
a
long as
car,
your connection's strong enough, you can play whatever game you want.
so that'd be the only downside is that you have to have a
You
Wi-Fi
have to have a
connection.
Wi-Fi
So if you're like in the car, like
But
on
Or
a
if
road
it's
trip
one
or
of the
doesn't have
things
Wi-Fi.
like
like
well,
if you're
your
on a-
car.
like on a road
I'm
trip or
driving
something.
down
Your
18
phone,
hours.
you can have a Wi-Fi.
Gosh, but you'd kill your.
Yeah,
I
you'd
mean,
play
depending
your-
on your cell phone carrier and provider, you'd kill your bill.
all the calls we'd get.
Your-
in.
Oh
your
god. Oh god. But the
regardless-
idea is there. I like the idea. I see what you're saying. The idea is there. It's not meant to be a PlayStation 4 replacement. It's meant to be a take your PlayStation 4 everywhere with
peripheral.
you. Right.
Yeah.
It's an accessory for your PlayStation 4.
Right.
That
That's the
would be
only.
understandable.
That's the only reason why I could think of them making their own.
But they can't charge you $400 for it.
You know,
They can't do that.
they
There's
can't.
no
It's
way.
got to be $100 max, I think.
If it's just an
150
accessory.
maybe. It can't be more than a Game Boy.
Now, look,
No.
Sony, if you stumble upon this video and watch this, and you can make a console that's that thin that works to where, okay, you can play every PlayStation 4 game on this device that you've bought, but it's downgraded, you know?
Why downgrade? If you have there is nowhere in this world where the internet is not strong enough for you to stream at a good quality. I can be in Starbucks, whip that thing out, and play at like perfect quality.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But even
I
then,
don't
like,
I don't
when
know
you-
if I agree with you, but I see your point.
Because I was at
I mean,
when I was
like,
working at that other place,
Yeah.
the screen printing factory. Like one of my coworkers had a Vita, and he was like, "Oh, like yeah, I'm sitting here playing my Overwatch. Like I do it all the time on our lunch break." And I was like, "What?" And he showed me, and he was running it just fine on
But
PS4 graphics handheld.
Yeah.
My biggest issue with that is then you get to that point where it's like, oh, so thank you, by the way, for, how do you say that?
Dr.
Dr. Langskov.
Langskov.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
How do you... So Microsoft ran into an issue where there was an always online console, right? And if what you're saying is with this thing that in order to play this device properly, you have to be connected to a Wi-Fi, that's going to cause issues. People are like, no, I don't want to have to be connected to a Wi-Fi.
Well, who isn't connected to Wi-Fi now?
But see, thank you. That's the problem. Is that statement right there is
All the shit that we got.
Well, even
for
then, like-
all the shit Microsoft got for all wanting you to do an always on console, and then you just said it. Who's not connected online?
Granted, we
all
were
the
in
time?
Piqua, so not everyone in Piqua
But even
probably
still-
has
No,
This is-
I'm not a fan of always online consoles.
I guess
will
Trey,
defend that to
Trey,
you,
what
but-
were you gonna
yeah.
say?
But even still, this is
What's
just
your
a
reasoning for?
peripheral.
And
Right.
Hang on, I don't want to talk over you.
This
Let's
is
all talk at
just-
the same time.
Like even still, like this is just a peripheral.
Yeah.
If
And
this
even
happens.
still, we don't even know if it's real.
Right.
Like that's what I
Right.
was trying to say earlier. It's like we're spending a lot of time talking about something that we have no fucking clue is legit. Like I
It's
don't know
definitely not
who
for
leaked
everyone.
it or whatever.
No.
It might be great for some people. Me personally, I don't think it's something I'd be interested in, but it might be great for some people.
Like
Yeah.
if I was on the go, and like say I was in an airplane and I could afford the Wi-Fi for that, and I'm like, man, like I really want to play some God of War, Norse,
Yeah.
whatever, Norse.
It's just
Murderer.
God of War.
Norse
Right,
boss
right
fight.
now, it's just
Right,
God of War. Yeah.
Norse murder. I don't know the fuck.
But
it's
they
gonna be
can't,
called.
and I agree. but they can't
I
release
hope that's what it's
something.
called.
They can't release something that you have to have Wi-Fi to play handheld wise. Handheld wise, I don't believe they can release it to where you have. Because if I'm on the car, like they have.
Because Microsoft failed, Sony has to fail.
No, but no, it's because like you can't release a gaming device. You can't say, hey, check it out. We made this portable peripheral for gaming on the go, but you have to have Wi-Fi. You can't do that.
NVIDIA Shield.
Right. No, and how often do you see NVIDIA Shields around?
The hypocrisy hypocrisy would be there because Sony made a very big point to attack
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
They've got the
too.
money for it now, though.
But you can't kick someone in the teeth for the same thing and then be like,
Sure
hey,
you
we
can.
did it better.
That's competition.
You can't say
and you can say we did it better because that's the fucking point.
But
you
how
did
do you
it better.
know they did it better? You didn't even let Microsoft have a chance.
It's the hypocrisy there.
Okay,
I
let's
think-
just like
I have
Microsoft-
Xbox in my closet collecting dust because I don't
Well,
play
hang
it
on,
anymore.
because I
But I
think
play
you're
my
saying
PlayStation
you're
'cause there's
saying
all that
that
shit on here.
Microsoft didn't get a chance, but they did. They got a chance to explain it to us, and either A, they did a very poor job with it, or B, the public was unhappy with the way they explained it, and that's what matters.
No, what I think
Because it's a business that runs on people buying things.
I think what me and Tim were saying is Sony attacked Microsoft.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were saying like, so Microsoft announced like, hey, it's always online, and Sony's like, well, ours isn't always online.
Here. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
the little video where this is how you trade with Sprint. I think that's
yeah.
totally fine.
That's great. I wish
Okay,
they
but
would go
you
back to this
can't.
shit.
But you can't sit there and do that and then release the same thought.
It's
process.
what, 5 years later?
Yeah, but why not? You know, why can't you do that?
I'm saying if it's further down the line, people are more likely to have
And,
more.
okay,
I'm against an always
always-
online console to begin with anyway.
always online. We're already starting to move into where actual cities have citywide Wi-Fi
Right.
for free.
You're not
Oh, yeah.
wrong. I agree, and it's there. Wi-Fi is available. You're not wrong, but Wi-Fi is everywhere. If you can't get on Wi-Fi, you're probably messing something up somewhere.
You probably shouldn't buy it.
But
It's not for you.
But
Yeah,
it's
we
not
talked
for
about
you.
how it's not for
but
everyone.
I still think there has to be a backup plan where if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can still play.
Here's-
something.
PS peripheral, not for everyone.
See,
Right.
when I say I don't like always online, it's not that I don't dislike always online. There are many benefits to always online, and I understand why they want to do it to some degree too, because of piracy and such.
I've got a question. Can you remotely turn on your PlayStation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you do it right
That's what
now?
a Vita is. That's what when you do the AirPlay, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
That's what it turns on your turns on your PS4.
it's
If you're connected to the internet,
I
you
know it
can
has
play.
like voice commands and all that stuff now.
That's what that USB
Yeah.
that stick thing. If you have, say, I had a laptop, you know, I go to we're at E3 and I'm like, man, I want to play Gran Turismo. I'm sitting in line.
yeah.
I can plug in that thing, connect to whatever Wi-Fi I'm on, as long as my PS4 has power, online, whatever. I can
Yeah.
play.
Does it have to
whatever
be in
game.
rest mode, or does it have to be...
I think it
rest
would
mode.
be rest mode. You can't have it completely
Gotcha.
off because like I have the PlayStation app and like if it's connected and it's like in rest mode, like you can still access all your stuff
Cool.
on your wall.
Yeah,
So-
because I do that at work all the time. Like I got my Injustice code and I just like typed it in at work, so it was already like.
yeah, I
downloaded
mean,
when
I
got
can
here.
I can buy stuff on there and like if it's rest mode, like download.
So
I-
anyone
I-
want to get back to games?
I appreciate
Yes,
what you're doing, by
let-
the way, Tim. We're
let-
surrounded by PC or PlayStation fanboys.
I
and
am
you're the
PlayStation
single
all the way.
Xbox bastion.
Let me just end this
You
whole.
bastion.
I'm gonna end this whole new console thingy idea
Yeah.
with this statement. If Sony does this, and it is what Trey said. First off, I'm a techie guy. I will buy the stupid thing because I just do, and I'll be excited for it because I just will be. But if they do exactly how Trey was saying it was going to be always online, which I agree with you. It's there. The Wi-Fi's there. You'll be able to use it, right? I would 100% also expect a ton of backlash back at them because of what happened with the
Oh,
Xbox
there will be
scenario.
backlash.
100%.
I have no doubt there will be
There's always
backlash.
backlash for
And
everything.
it'll be and it will be received. Because
I
they
would have bought
deserve
an
it.
Xbox One had it been always online.
Because of what the
Like-
Xbox One always online was going to serve and what it was going to be able to
Yeah.
do was going to be glorious.
But you can't. But then I can't remember the freaking guy's name. He's like the president of.
Phil Spencer.
Phil
The
Spencer,
Jewel
well,
now.
it-
PopCap. He's the president of PopCap. But like,
That's his title.
he said,
President
well,
of
you know, we make an offline console. It's called the Xbox 360. If
yeah, you
wanna
can't
play.
say that.
Like,
oh God.
it's like what? He said
yeah,
that.
he said no. He
He
did.
said that.
He said that. Yeah,
and
that
it's
was
like
bad.
what? Like so,
That's
like
not what you
I'm
wanna
fine
say.
with always online, but
Yeah.
but you have to be able to play
Yeah.
offline. But then there are benefits, like what you were talking about, where there's a server that can offload. You can keep your save games online, stuff like that. I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
always online, only online, like to where it just doesn't fucking work.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, but then again, I mean that's what World of Warcraft is. How many times when I started playing World of Warcraft, I'd hear people bitch at me like, or not bitch at me, but like, wow, I just can't understand playing a game where you're online all the time and like, oh, you gotta have internet for that and you gotta pay for that and everything else. How many games do you pay for now to play online?
Yep.
You pay to play any game on Microsoft Online. Mind you, that you get free games every month. And the same with PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it's the same with PlayStation. And it's going to be the same with Nintendo. It's like, that's just the way we're moving.
Yep.
And I appreciate the fact that people complain about things because it's a nice way of, like, rounding out and sharpening the sword that is technology.
As long as it's constructive.
Yeah, oh, no, you definitely get the whole, the pitchfork and the flames and
Like
the
it-
torches and
Like it was gonna happen.
If it's
Yeah.
constructive, yeah. I
But
mean,
that's part of the mob mentality that is always a human condition, but the
Yeah.
internet is really good at creating, because there's the faceless. Sorry,
Mhm.
we could
The-
talk about the
the anonymous.
ethics
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
internet technology. But let's go
Let's-
back to
I want to say stay back
PlayStation.
to games.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Trey.
Sorry, maybe I'll
Or-
James.
or-
Detroit.
am
Detroit. Does anyone remember Detroit from
I
last
don't.
E3?
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yes,
Those
yeah, I
pretty
do.
Yeah, that one. It's like a heavy rain
Yeah, I
style
didn't-
game.
I
Yeah.
don't care
We were
for
talking
it.
about that last night. Yes,
Mhm.
It looks pretty, but I don't care for.
I love those games,
Yeah, those
and I
games are
certainly
really
hope
fun.
to hear. So, what was
You-
the one
you
with
played Heavy Rain, right?
Yeah, I did. It was glorious.
the
Beyond?
actress and
I
was
hated
it Beyond Two Souls?
Yeah,
I hated
yes.
that game.
I never played
Was it
that.
no good?
It was not nearly
I had
like
Willem Dafoe.
yeah, but you go into it expecting like, okay, these are the people who have made Heavy
That's
Rain,
feedback.
and it's gonna be awesome. And then you start playing, and you're just like,
Or Spider-Man?
Yeah.
The story-
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Spider-Man's
I was like,
another
I'll
one.
just-
I'm-
Yes, I was
I'm
about to say.
Is there a new Spider-Man?
I, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
by
a new
Activision.
the
Spider-Man.
gameplay was not very
Didn't
fun.
they do a Spider-Man by
Neversoft is one.
This is supposed to be like open
Never
world
stopped.
Spider-Man. Like
Was it
from the
Never
initial trailer, I'm pumped for it.
Whatever.
They did an
Neversoft
open
Tony
world
Hawk.
Spider-Man 2 that was pretty
It's
fun.
the same.
Yeah, I know that.
What was the game where you played like the different iterations of Spider-Man? Like you
Oh,
played no
Spider-Man
Dimensions.
Dimensions.
Shattered Dimensions.
Or
Yeah.
Shattered Dimensions. Yeah.
Was that good?
It was alright.
I played.
It was
I
okay.
played,
Yeah.
played up to like the noir Spider-Man, which is the coolest fucking
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
the
of
noir
them all.
one was really fun.
So are we gonna see a new Nathan Drake game? Uncharted?
There is a
not
new
for-
one.
I
It's
don't
a
follow.
spin-off. It's his wife.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I forget what they
his
call it.
Girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Whatever
his
they're
girlfriend.
calling
Wait,
it.
no, right.
When's that, like,
it's
August or
an
something?
Uncharted game. It's not Nathan Drake Uncharted. It's something like
Mrs.
untold. It's like
Mrs.
untold
Drake
stories.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be a
Story.
prequel then, yeah. Or
Yeah,
like a
it's
separate
like
story
her on
before.
her own adventures.
No, it's
with-
nothing. No, it's not his wife. I think it's just one of his friends. Like one
Yeah.
of his popular characters.
But it's not Nathan Drake. But it's the Uncharted world.
Okay.
It's a story set in the same world as Uncharted.
Yeah.
Same
But it's
universe.
not.
That is
Nathan
a
Drake.
new game that they announced.
I have no.
I expect to see more of Spider-Man. What were you
Yeah.
saying?
I was just gonna say I have no doubt. Last of Us 2 will be there.
Yeah, and I'm super
Oh,
stoked.
you'll
And I
see more
hope
of
they
that
announce.
I think they'll just show no trailer. I don't think they'll.
What?
I
You don't think they'll
they'll
announce anything?
They'll probably talk about like game modes or like new things in it, but
You don't have to put anything new in it.
all you have to do is show another trailer, like another like a gameplay trailer.
I
or
think
something.
they're because they literally just made that specific trailer just to be like, hey, we're working on it.
Yeah.
So maybe this next like they'll have like a full blown trailer. Like they'll
That'd be
show
cool.
more stuff going
Yeah.
on, but I don't think they'll have gameplay ready yet.
Oh yeah.
What?
Do you think they'll drive streaming some more? Because that was a big
Yeah.
deal with last year. Is like they talked about like PlayStation 4 streaming, or maybe that was the Sony press.
Oh no,
conference.
that was Microsoft. We had the Beam
Yeah, Beam.
service.
Oh.
We're not going to discuss
Yeah.
Beam.
Oh,
This
you know,
is-
maybe I'm even thinking of the PS4 press conference.
No one fucking cares about Beam.
No, why would
Yeah,
you? Why
no
would
one-
you?
I don't
Why
even
would
know
you
what it's like.
partner with a new streaming service that is just non-existent to begin
Yeah,
with?
When,
Like,
when Twitch already has such a large presence, like why
Right.
would you bother?
Well, that's
why
a
with
big
would
thing
you
on
do
PlayStation
that?
now is like stream straight from your PlayStation 4, and like I know
Yeah.
Xbox One or whatever does that too.
it does it. It
But it
does
goes
it
to
very
Beam.
well.
PlayStation does
No, it doesn't.
like a whole like front panel. It's like part of your like wall when you like if
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
maybe
Twitch
you-
on your thing, it's like part of like related games. Who's streaming games like this? Who's
Yeah.
streaming your game?
What's
It's
that?
like
Xbox
Oh,
kind of has that.
As soon as like you have a pull down menu from
Oh,
your
gotcha.
from your
Yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah.
and you pull down and it's like
your viewer list.
this game like review or whatever, other people playing it on your friends list, and then people streaming it. It's like all over that.
Oh, gotcha.
And they
yeah.
they make it incorporated with your
Xbox also has
home
that.
on your PlayStation. Yeah.
When you open up
So
a game, it'll show
Scorpio
you like
needs to have
who's
a really good
broadcasting.
UI,
it.
or else it's gonna fail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Anyways,
I don't think the
PlayStation.
UI would make it fail.
well, it's gonna be a part of its fail.
in games,
Possible fail.
other stuff. I know
Yeah,
we
games.
talked about a
Who's
lot.
failing?
I want to see Bloodborne 2 personally.
Bloodborne would be cool.
Yeah, Bloodborne would be great.
Because
especially on the Pro, dude.
Yeah.
They said that, and this is funny because they said that they were done with the Dark Souls series, right? Dark Souls 3 was supposed to be the last one. That being said, they also said Dark Souls 1 would never have any DLC. That's a lie. So I'd be okay with another Dark Souls, but I think it would be a Bloodborne time, right? We already got Dark Souls 3. And if they do Bloodborne, which I super enjoyed Bloodborne 1, I just want them to add more to it.
I have to buy a PS4, don't I, guys?
Yep. The slims aren't that bad. You can just get a slim
No,
if you
yeah,
want to
the
like
Slim,
get
if
entry
you
level.
don't want to run, like, only certain games at this point have been remastered for 4K resolution,
Yeah, I
like
don't give
on
a
Pro.
rip.
If you don't have
I
a
don't
shit
care
TV.
about that.
I
Like,
don't give a shit about 4K. So
Yeah.
I just got Pro because I was like, well, I'm not like casual enough to be like, but I don't know. Like, I just went for the Pro.
That was
I
honestly
like,
part
okay,
of the
let's-
reason why I got this TV, because I knew these new consoles were coming out.
Yeah.
And plus, like PS4 Pro isn't technically 4K. It's
It's
like
not
4K.
native.
Yeah,
checkerboard.
it's upres or something like
Yeah.
that.
Checkerboard.
And they can't
Yeah,
run
yeah.
Blu-ray 4K movies.
Right.
So what other
Hilarious.
games,
so
devices,
weird.
anything for Sony?
Games for
Um,
Sony, I think
sorry,
Gran
you're good.
Turismo is going to be there. Where the fuck is Shenmue 3? Since everyone
That's
kicks it.
exactly what I was...
Oh my gosh.
Final Fantasy 7 Shenmue 3. That's what I wrote down.
Where the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, maybe we'll see.
I like to see a little bit
another
from that.
little pickup. And we're like, hey, we got.
We
this
get like
coming
2-minute
out.
trailers like every 6 months, and that's
Right.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
throw
Final
out.
Fantasy 7. That's
gonna throw out a
those are
game.
the main ones that I'm looking forward to. Oh, and
Metal Gear.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Death
Yeah,
Stranding will
Death
definitely-
Stranding will
is
be
all
a
it-
big
That's what I want to
thing,
see.
I think.
So are there no more Metal Gear games coming out other than the zombie one?
It's Konami.
Yeah, you've got
That's why-
Konami
that's why
ones,
he's
which
not.
we're not. We'll talk about that later.
Fair enough.
That'll be a whole podcast on its own, probably.
Right.
Anyway, Tim, what are you
Why
saying?
Konami sucks.
Nerd.
So I'm gonna throw out a game. And it's really out of left field. That's the phase, right? I
Yeah.
don't know,
Yes,
whatever.
that is correct.
Because I actually literally just got into this series, and I know it's a PlayStation exclusive, at least this next generation of one. But how do you guys feel about Dynasty Warriors?
No.
Oh yeah, they're making an open world.
Yeah.
That's not just a PlayStation game.
Well, the new one is. Dynasty
Okay.
Warriors 9 is going to be a
I did see
PlayStation.
it was gonna be
Dynasty
open
Warriors
world,
died
yeah.
for me on PlayStation 2. So,
Yeah.
Wow, dude, they had the main character from Shaman King on there.
So we've got just a little heads up. We've got like 20 minutes left on my GoPro time here because I've only got a
okay,
64
so let's get to
gigabyte card.
The
smaller
indie, yeah,
developers.
I feel like we
What do
you
covered
guys wanna
all the
do?
Sony stuff for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most part, right?
Yeah.
So biggest thing for me, Death Stranding. I want to see more story.
Yeah. I want to see something that explains it, which Kojima has said it's explained in there. You just have to look for it.
Yeah, and that's
Which,
that's
I mean,
why-
that's Kojima answer.
that's why
like,
he's so
total
good.
Reddit will
Kojima
figure
answer.
it out eventually.
Yeah.
Apparently they've been working on a Grand Theft Auto. It's probably DLC or something like that.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
No, I've heard
I was gonna say
they're
Red Dead
working on-
Redemption
they're
2.
working
Yeah, we
on
haven't talked about Red
s-
Dead
at all.
6 already. It's
Yeah.
already in the works. It's like San Francisco or some
There's
shit.
a I don't know if there's like a trailer, but there's like a teaser picture that Rockstar put up,
Yeah.
and it was of Liberty City. So I'm kind of excited for that.
As DLC or like a new
Yeah,
game.
it may be a DLC thing. It may be just a whole new game.
Like a remaster
Yeah.
of...
I hope it's not a remaster.
Let's,
they just need to leave 4 alone.
Let's do a
Yeah.
rapid fire the last. the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
one.
Let's
So like, let's
rapid
rapid.
fire
Let's
some-
rapid fire
what's
the
first on
last
your
one.
list, Trey?
All right, so first we have Bethesda on the third party list.
You're gonna have Fallout VR for sure. Fallout 4,
Doom VR.
Doom VR will be showed off. I don't think they'll show another
Doom?
Elder Scrolls.
You said Doom? Another
Yeah,
Doom?
there's a Doom VR. It's gonna be, but it's not gonna be full Doom.
looks
It's gonna
like
be,
another
yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Oh,
other
another
Bethesda
Doom
games.
DLC
Dishonored.
maybe.
Since Doom was so successful, yeah,
I could see another Doom happen.
Doom was
Um,
fucking fun.
yeah.
I like the new Doom.
I don't think I played through
It's pretty good.
story mode,
I remember
but-
we downloaded that demo that same night.
Yep.
So, and those are their. I mean, those are big ones.
That's it.
Maybe a hint of an Elder Scrolls something. Elder
I
Scrolls
bet.
ESO freaking BS.
Well,
I think you'll-
Morrowind is coming out.
Yeah, you'll see some Morrowind
So-
stuff.
ESO BS.
I don't think
have
you'll.
it.
Fuck about
You're not
ESO,
going to
dude.
see a 6 for a while. I don't think. That's still.
You know, a lot of
I don't know,
people
man.
play ESO.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
It's
Like a
unfortunate.
significant amount.
It's unfortunate.
I
Never
know
mind.
some
We'll
people
argue
that
about it
play
later,
yeah.
Tim.
It's fine. Okay, so that's Bethesda. Yeah. Anybody else?
I don't think we'll see anything from Dishonored either.
No.
Because Jude is still.
Or
very-
DLC. If we
fairly
do
new.
anything, it'll be DLC.
Yeah.
I think,
I mean-
yeah, I could see some Dishonored
Yeah.
2 DLC. I could definitely see some, and maybe a Doom 2. Who knows?
Fallout's done
I
with
think
DLC.
it's too
they
recent
won't
for
have
a
any
Doom
DLC.
2.
It's all going to be VR. for
Fallout VR.
You don't think a new
Yeah.
Fallout?
Fallout, they already said Fallout 4 VR is going to be on there. The only thing we might get from Fallout is because there was rumors of Vegas 2. So maybe. and that's a big maybe.
Hey, thank you for the follow, XFGX King.
XTG X King.
Oh,
Thanks,
T,
dude.
not an F. My apologies.
Welcome to the fam.
Okay,
Oh,
what's
line.
next?
Welcome to the fam.
What's the next one?
Also, I was gonna say in their promotional artwork they had a under construction part.
Yeah.
In the park, so
Ooh,
it
maybe through promo
could be
art.
new IP. Who knows?
That would be
Okay.
good.
Next up is Ubisoft.
Just Dance.
I don't give a fuck.
Just
what they put
Dance.
out.
Okay, obviously, the Assassin's Creed
Egypt.
probably a
Maybe.
trailer.
That's the only thing that I'm excited
A
for.
trailer, and then
We'll get Assassin's Creed this fall.
South Park.
South
I
Park.
don't
We'll see
think so,
South
because
Park.
they
Fraction
just
Bubble.
they just released
Oh, you hate South Park?
promo
Oh, wow.
I think it's so
art, or
dumb.
like artwork.
I don't
or
really
whatever.
watch the show, but sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
You'll get the first look at that. I don't think it'll be available this fall. I think it'll probably be next year.
Early next
But
year.
they just leaked artwork for it or whatever for the
Nice.
main dude.
Oh yeah.
I think
did
you'll
see that.
just
one?
the new Assassin's Creed. I don't know what it's
Creed
supposed to
dude.
be called.
Oh shit! You know what? I thought of another thing.
It's like Empire or something.
Empire, yeah,
Yeah, I
something
think
like
that's
that.
what I saw.
We'll get Far Cry.
Far Cry 5.
They already
will be a
announced.
big,
Like
yeah,
I think they
that's
like
announced.
legit announced that.
Yeah.
We'll get Far Cry.
Other than that, I don't really.
What was it?
Uh,
Slope or
Still
Steep?
waiting on my Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Steep. I don't care. It's not SSX.
Yeah.
So that's
Steep.
EA. So we'll get to that.
They were like
so
getting
cool.
they were getting so hype about that last year. Do you think we're just like, what the fuck is going on right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, no.
Give me I'll say this. Give me another Rayman open world game like Great Escape, solid game. I'm kind of I want to see this Assassin's Creed in Egypt if it's a thing.
It's all like confirmed. Like
Far Cry,
Official.
I
Pretty much.
never played Far Cry. I don't.
It's
fucking-
I don't play Far Cry. I don't fuck with it. Probably. Oh shit! I just lost it. Watch Dogs 2 DLC.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the new Tomb Raider too?
Tomb Raider maybe.
That was leaked on a
The
train.
Yeah,
Division.
yeah.
You think they'll do Division DLC?
They'll probably really. I don't know if.
I-
Oh, For
like
Honor stuff too.
I don't fucking care.
Because that didn't
about
For
die.
Honor-
That didn't die after
For
2.
Honor Season 2 already came out, and they still need to work on their balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I actually really like For Honor, but it needs a lot of work.
It needs
like
tons
it has
of
so
work.
much stuff.
Yeah.
going on.
If
heard
you're
it
a
needs a lot of
samurai, you
polish.
win. I
But
mean,
it's
that's
so-
as simple as
that's-
that.
Okay. I am true.
It's very true.
What shit? I was gonna say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right,
I can't remember what I was
EA's
gonna
up to bat.
Battlefront 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be their big.
Battlefront 2 is the big
That's
thing.
gonna be the big thing.
What about
Which
Madden
I'm excited for
18?
because
Yes.
I don't fucking care.
Same sports stuff every year.
it's,
Yeah.
it's like Call of Duty. Same game, new skin.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Which-
New players.
I mean, Call of Duty this time around, I think, might be a little different because
I
they're rolling
don't
it back. But at the same time, it's
My
same
thing, maybe this will be another podcast, but my thing is that Call of Duty does not have. They need to bring back original stories or
Yeah.
take. It's cool if they're going back to World War II, but don't make it about Hitler. Make it about like a what
like a
if,
new
like a
story.
what if scenario, not like a because we all know what happened in history.
Right.
shit.
Yeah, Hitler, he did stuff. You know,
He did stuff.
He
It's
did
bad stuff.
he did some
Hey,
bad stuff.
I said it when they announced Call of Duty World War II. I was like, let's bring him some Assassin's Creed 3 stuff in here.
Like,
Where's
it's-
Revolutionary War?
it's a
Where's
pretty-
Civil War? Let's do
right.
some of that shit. Like,
It's a pretty game, but it's a story that's been told over
Oh,
and over
yeah,
and
yeah.
over and over. It's
well,
been
I mean,
burned
you
down.
had
I
you
feel
had Medal of Honor and Call of Duty, like the original trilogies for each.
right.
Beat
that's
World
it.
War II.
Running,
to
yeah,
death.
running
Go
them through,
Vietnam
yeah.
War even, like whatever.
I understand if it's not your cup of tea, but I completely disagree with the fact that it's like, oh, we know all the stories for World War II. Like, there's so much. Obviously, we know
It's
Hitler's
very
a bad guy.
dense.
Da da da.
Yeah.
There's very dense, and there's so many individual stories in World War II, and so
Yeah.
many acts of bravery and stuff. Of course,
Which
I'm
is
kind of a
why-
history guy, so
Which is why I
that's
liked-
why I like
I
it.
appreciate
but
that
I
stuff.
understand what you're saying
As
too.
far
I'm
as
not saying you're wrong.
As far as video games, it's overplayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Video
like,
game wise, it's done.
Battlefield
It's over.
1
We get it.
even
Yeah.
was a little refreshing because you got World War 1, but you also got the main story of it was
Those
like
web
different
scenarios.
people in different like scenarios, and you
Yeah.
got different storylines.
It's topical right now.
Yeah.
Nazis.
Yeah.
I'm just.
yeah,
like,
no, I
being-
know.
I'm
You're
being
not wrong.
completely honest.
No, I know.
Anyway, moving on.
But other than Battlefront 2, like I mean, there's gonna be explanation about stories like for Battlefront 2, and then also multiplayer like improvement. And I mean, other than sports games, like EA doesn't really bring.
I would
anything
be
else to the table.
100% down with what Trey said earlier in Plants vs Zombies 3.
Yeah,
That'd be
Plants vs.
cool.
Zombies.
I'd be
I
fine
would
with
be absolutely, or even just a bet. Yeah, I love
That
Plants vs.
is an
Zombies, so
underutilized IP.
It's amazing.
There's some, what are the, who is, oh, I would like to see another SSX Tricky or something like
Yeah,
that.
SSX was
SSX?
a great
Hell yeah,
time.
dude, give me that shit. Give me those fun games. Like what happened to NBA Street? What happened to NFL Street?
They just came out with NBA Playground.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. You shut up.
That's a rip off of NBA Jam.
Okay. Anyway, what's next? Do we have anything
Activision.
else?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
That's the whole.
That's
That's
it.
the whole
That's it.
thing there.
Destiny
That's
2
Activision.
and Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's all they're going to talk about.
That's it.
That's
That's all
pretty
they
much
get.
Is
Yeah.
there any other offshoot stuff? Anyone can talk
Konami.
about? No one gives a fuck about Konami.
Yeah,
We're
Fire
gonna
Emblem.
Castlevania.
They're gonna show
I would like
their
Castlevania.
Metal Gear
I would
like
Survive
one
or
too.
whatever.
Yeah,
I
Metal
like
Gear Survive is going to be
We're,
on there.
we're
I'd
gonna
like
shit
one
all
to
over
go to
that.
DS1.
Is that what?
You ever played a DS Castlevania?
Which one?
I've heard
I
those
can't
were
think of
good.
it. You
All the
played a-
handheld.
You played a
Castlevania,
Sona, whatever you say.
except for the 3DS one.
But it was amazing. I'd love to see another Castlevania game on the Switch.
Yeah.
2D side scroller.
I'd like to see Katamari.
Oh, man, I've not played Katamari Damacy.
I haven't either.
Forever.
But I don't want it to be like just keep the kind of like we were saying with Pokemon earlier. Like
Yeah.
the formula is good. Don't change it up too much.
Don't fuck with it too
Broken.
much. Yeah.
And then what was the other developer I was just thinking of? Oh, Sega. We'll see Sonic Forces.
Sega.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man. That was a smart move on them. I don't give a fuck. That game's not for the old crowd and everyone, the Persona shit.
But for a new
whatever.
generation,
Oh,
Sega
for-
hasn't, or like Sonic
The
hasn't
side
been
scroller stuff looks really fun.
in
I
the
s-
spotlight for a while.
I think I've said this to you guys multiple times, but I think Platinum Games would make a great Sonic Adventure game.
Ooh, actually, here's a question. Because you just, I don't know why. Do you think we'll see any more on Dead Island 2?
No.
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's a dead
it's
title.
been-
Do you think it's
It-
dead? Because something just came up on. I can't remember what it was, but I did just read an article.
There's been a
about
lot
it.
of like
People keep putting up the trailer, that's it.
yeah. I
That's
don't
the
know
only
why
thing.
the trailer's been like resurfacing. Like all of a sudden, it's been very strange.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I
don't think anyone.
Yeah, the trailer got me really excited, so that was cool.
Yeah, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same year as.
Hey, listen, if
Battlefront.
Last Guardian can
No
come
shit.
out,
Yeah. Last Guardian Duke Nukem came out.
Duke
so I've got
Nukem
faith.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Capcom? You think we'll see anything from Capcom?
Oh yeah, Marvel vs.
Well,
Capcom.
Do you think we'll get
Yeah.
DLC?
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
Marvel's Capcom. I
Well,
think we'll talk about the DLC for Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's what.
What's
Yeah.
the stuff on Tekken?
That's
Ooh.
not Capcom.
Well, I'm
That's,
just talking about like things we'll see at E3.
Who is that anyway?
Could
Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco.
Could
I
we
don't think
put-
we'll see anything about Tekken.
Yeah.
Bandai Namco.
could we
No, we
potentially
won't.
get
Just-
another Devil May Cry? I would love another Devil May
Potentially,
Cry.
certainly, but
I honestly
Devil
hope
May
they
Cry.
don't because
Really?
I don't want to see that.
yeah.
Oh, okay, look,
The
I'm
New Age
talking.
Dante?
No,
Their
I'm talking.
reboot that they
Okay,
didn't,
first
like,
of
do
all,
anything with?
when I say Devil May Cry, I'm talking continuing from
White
4.
hair, badass.
Yeah,
Dante.
I want a
Yeah.
continuation from 4 because that was an off team making whatever the hell
Yeah,
they
that
wanted,
was
right?
Team Ninja.
Right.
That was the
So
Team
I would
Ninja
like to
Gaiden.
see the original team go back and continue from 4 because there's a lot of story
Yeah.
about Neo
Yeah.
that I would like to know. Damn it. There's my 2 cents on that.
Any other
Any
top brands
last
we can
thoughts
think of?
about anything?
I'm
PC
excited.
games? What do you think? Overwatch? Anything?
It'll be after
maybe some PUBG stuff.
No
Who knows?
Paladins announcements?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
Paladins.
Jesus
Fuck.
Christ.
Paladins 2. confirmed.
Everyone's communal.
I just played it the other day for the first time, and I was like, "Wait, this is Overwatch." Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a good Overwatch either.
No. Yeah, I'm excited for E3. I think it's going to be overwhelming this year. I really do with everything.
Like, I feel like
new
the
Nintendo
last couple
console.
years has been underwhelming, and this is finally like a big.
This
Hey,
is a big.
big
everyone's
punch in the
everyone's
face
getting
here.
everyone's got their console out or gonna be having their console out. Scorpio's gonna have their announcement, and I think this is when they're just gonna be like, games.
Cuphead 2017.
Because Switch was last
Yeah.
year, and now they're gonna.
Switch is
be
gonna
games,
have
games,
if
games.
Switch doesn't walk away with the biggest panel of announcements and all that stuff, like
Most
if
things
they don't win E3 this year, I will be surprised.
Let's do that to end it. Let's go around and say who's gonna win E3.
I don't think Microsoft will bring it because everybody knows about Scorpio right now.
Yeah.
Unless they bring something out of the woodworks that nobody knows about.
I have a feeling Halo 6 might be there. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
But I feel like if
They'll probably tease
Nintendo
it.
doesn't win with
I'll take
like
a teaser.
games
I'll take it back what I
alone,
said. I'm sorry.
I feel like it was kind of a waste of an E3
So do you think Nintendo
for them because the Switch came out in March. Like
I think
they
it's
have
fine.
to win E3 this year. Like there's no reason why they shouldn't, right?
yeah. Yeah, you're
Maybe
right.
not win, but they sure as hell better have a bunch of
I think they'll have a
games
strong
lined
show.
up. Yeah.
Me personally, I think Sony's gonna win this year.
So we got Nintendo.
Sony always shows up strong. I feel like.
Ubisoft's gonna win, guys.
Right.
So Nintendo, Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Zach.
Well, Nintendo. Microsoft and Sony. I don't know.
I mean, Sony for me, like I love Sony. That's my thing. But like, I don't think there's enough there other than their list. They're like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
But as an overall conference, I think Nintendo.
So Nintendo, Sony, Nintendo.
It's gonna be tossed up between Nintendo and Sony for me, because as much as I'm like kind of excited for the Scorpio, I just want to see what it does. But
that
as
too.
far as Microsoft titles, I don't care.
Other
than Halo, I don't care.
We've got I'm excited to see what the Scorpio does, and I'll get one. But as far as titles, there's like nothing that really excites me.
Like Sony, they've got Kojima. And
this E3
yeah, Sony has Kojima, and that's
and
all I
fighting
need to
games.
know.
That's I'm set. I'm good.
Yeah.
This E3 will determine whether I get a Switch or not.
They
Because
do
I've waited. I was like, okay, this is cool. It doesn't seem as gimmicky as like the past Wii U or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, where's the list of games? Like, as soon as you give me a list of games other than Zelda, because I'm not big on Zelda, but like,
That's okay.
Yeah, no.
like if you give me a
We'll have
good
that one
core,
guy. That's fine.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, but we all have very different, like, Tim is Xbox, you guys are
I'm
like PlayStation. And I mean, we all have
I remember
different
back in the
views
day,
on
Trevor
stuff.
used to be an Xbox guy, for sure.
Trevor?
I always played my Xbox more.
Yeah, really?
I had both,
know.
and I always
It's just recently you've only been getting on your PlayStation. Right?
yeah, like Xbox like dropped off. They didn't have like you can see my stack of Xbox One games there. Like I bought everything for Xbox because that's where the online community was.
Yeah.
My friends played Xbox.
Being a friend with Trevor on PlayStation, there was a period in time where I would go to my friends list and it would be like, Steak Sauce hasn't logged in 2 years or more.
Exactly.
And it was
Yeah.
like, now it's like since Resident Evil 7 or whatever, like I see you on, and Final Fantasy 15, it's like I see you online.
I think you played that on
probably every
PC.
week.
Huh?
I think you played Final Fantasy 15 on PC.
I got it on PS4.
Oh, for some reason I thought I saw you doing it with a mouse and keyboard on that one video. My bad.
No, I mean my stack is growing of PS4 games over there, and they're like I've been playing that a lot more.
Yeah.
And granted, like I said, I'm still in the middle. Yeah, I still like both. They're both good consoles.
I wasn't knocking anyone for liking what they like. I was just saying it's nice that we have a wide swath.
Oh, for
of
sure. Yeah, we've got
opinions
a good.
You have
Taste.
someone from every.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, I've been moving towards PC. Like, I just think.
Oh yeah, I'm totally more PC guy.
I'm moving towards
What's that
PC.
mean?
All I need to get is an air conditioner for my garage, and I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to stay pretty open-minded when it comes to these consoles.
Yeah. No, 100%.
It's hard.
Oh yeah, I'm
I don't like
open-minded,
the Elite. Yeah, no, and it's hard for me too. Like when I was mostly an Xbox guy, I would say, well, I like all the things, but it's like I like the Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah.
PlayStation has
Cheap.
been my bread and butter for as long as I've had a console. Like handheld Nintendo because they own it. But
Yeah.
like
Microsoft's got some work to do. They've got this Scorpio thing. Oh yeah, we'll get a name announcement for the Scorpio. That's another.
Yeah,
thing.
I hope
Oh,
it's actually
Hopefully it's
good.
called Scorpio. I like Scorpio.
I definitely.
Why
think,
is it called Scorpio?
They've got some work to do. Sony, I mean, they've got.
They
you
just
know,
have
they
to-
Did, they did so well in the past couple of years,
Yeah.
so they've just got more to add on to that. Nintendo's got the Switch now, so they have to bring the hype.
They got to
to
support
that.
that thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
they-
think
they
that,
have to
I
support
think
that.
the Switch genuinely has the ability to
Oh, yeah.
take
Oh,
the
yeah, it
cake
does.
as far as
But people
all
who,
the consoles.
But people who don't own one need to have reason to buy one.
They need to go stand in
Yeah,
front of
that's-
fucking Best Buy like I did.
That's
We
totally
did.
me
Yeah.
where I stand with the Switches. I have to have a reason to buy one. I can't just rely on
Mm-hmm.
like as great as Zelda was, and I've watched many gameplay, like every review or whatever I've read.
Yeah.
Like fantastic game, but I'm just not there on Zelda. So like I need
Right.
good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Microsoft. I'm going to say Microsoft's going to win because I think we got Scorpio. I'm really hoping that they're going to show off some good titles.
Some of our votes down.
I'm gonna hope that they're gonna show some new titles for the
Yeah, kinda
Scorpio,
give
right?
it
Some
one.
of those show
Yeah.
with the
Thing
power,
was
but they
go
did
back
state
and
that
watch
any
the
game on
video.
Scorpio will come to the Xbox as well. So they stated that. I'm hoping we get an update on HoloLens. I would really like to see them bring that back out on
HoloLens
stage.
is awesome.
But is that a gaming thing or is that a?
It's
tech,
a Microsoft
it's a tech
thing.
thing?
though.
I think
See,
it's
to
more of a
me,
tech thing.
It's a
It's a
tech
tech
thing, but I consider it a Microsoft thing because it's something from
Well, it is
them,
a
right?
But I
So-
don't think they're going to show it off at
But
E3.
I think we'll see because they showed it off originally at E3.
Probably see it's
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's
original
okay.
show
I
off was
didn't
at
know.
E3.
My
What is that? What's the electronic one?
The CES.
CES.
CES, yeah.
Idiot.
And I think what'll
Big
help them
announcement
win
for
is
season
Scorpio,
2.
the VR stuff they're going to show off with Scorpio,
Yeah, right.
HoloLens if they bring it back up, and then the last thing would be like the features, like hopefully they bring back up the how more advanced the more play everywhere thing's going to be, and hopefully we get an insight on the family share plan, like how to
That would be neat.
how to be able to play. Hey, I bought this Xbox. You're part of my family. You guys can all
Yeah.
play this one game. If they bring all that stuff together and it works well, I think they'll take it.
Well, there you go. Those are our predictions, it sounds like.
I think we should wrap it up here because the GoPro has like 4 minutes of recording left. So this is a good.
Okay.
And for those last 4 minutes, we dance.
Right. So thanks
All
for tuning in and popping into chat. We'll see how our predictions line up with actual E3 in the next couple weeks.
Right.
Did we introduce ourselves at all?
Nope.
I'm Zach. I'm Trey.
Let's do that. You can tag it on to the beginning of the YouTube video or something.
Right. But
I'm Trey. Hey Trey.
Trevor, steak sauce.
Tim, Ari Master 1989.
Zach the Ogre.
Zach. I don't know.
Melee.
Other Zach.
Are we doing Twitter tags? Or are we
The
doing,
inferior
whichever.
Zach.
Ooh.
or like gamer tags?
Not Dad Zach.
Not Dad Zach.
Not Dad Zach.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Not
think
Dad
that's
Zach.
All right, guys.
That's the wrap.
Yeah,
Wrap it
we'll
up.
we'll be
Cool.
streaming throughout the week. All of us will be streaming different nights, so keep an eye out for that for these public battleground.
And we
events.
will have a list, a schedule soon. Correct?
Yes.
We will.
Excellent.
Stay tuned.
Thank
Hopefully
you guys.
we stick to it.
Thanks, guys. Deuces. Welcome to the fam.
Well, fair enough, Sean. Did you cut?
And that's a cut.